Hey guys, it's Sini-chan and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. And for those who've been watching for a while, so glad to be back. For those who don't know, we caught COVID for a bit, like a week and a half, and it wasn't bad, but then I couldn't really dance because when I danced, my throat would be in like a lot of pain. But the only issue was my throat, so I got really lucky, and we're happy to be here for today's tutorial. And today we're going to be learning age again, or age again, whichever one the pronunciations is. The song goes age, so it might be age again, but I keep calling it age again. So hopefully all of you are excited to learn this nice, fun, jumpy song. A lot of energy is needed if you dance with my style. You can do dance with like little energy and be fine, but the way I do it is like a lot of jumping around. So make sure you got enough space. But yeah, let me stop rambling on and get ready to start this tutorial. So make sure you're nice and warmed up, and let's begin. Alright, so for the beginning of the song, you're actually going to be facing to the back over here. Now the issue with the very first move is that there is no music to lead you into this move, and I do not know, actually no, in the practice I can count you in since I can anticipate when the count should be. Yeah, in the practice you'll get a count in, but then when you're doing it without counts, you just gotta wing it. So for those who don't know the dance, I haven't seen how it starts, let me explain why. So in the beginning, you're gonna be starting with your hands by your side here, like penguin hands over here, palms facing down. And then there's a prep move where you turn your body towards the right, and your hands move with them, so that your hand is back here. It's getting ready to spin to the front on your left. Now during that part, current me doesn't know what the count is, since I know it's like 5, 6, 7, 8. That's maybe a guess, but I'll try and figure it out for the practice so that you guys know when roughly the count you're supposed to be turning on is. But the turn happens on 8, since you'll be here, and then you'll hear like a zhoo, and then it'll go into the pa shi wa, that part there. When you hear that zhoo, that's when you turn. So for now we'll say it's on the 8th. So on 8 you're gonna turn on your left foot and pick up your right foot like this. So you prep and then turn. So that's the intro move, and then when you turn you can leave your hands down here, which gets you, well, it doesn't get you ready for the next move. You still have to move your hands more. But that's the very first count. Let's move on, and then we'll try that beginning with this count after. So for this next count, it's the part of the chorus thing you see, not in the chorus, but in like part of the verse and then the end of the chorus. It appears a couple of times, but the intro one is different from the other ones. The hands are switched on there. So let me show the hands. Your hands are gonna go, you're gonna bring your left hand up and your right hand down. So your left hand's gonna be, your arms are gonna be straight around your shoulder here for your left, and your right just around your belly area here. And you'll have your left leg popped here. So that's where you land on 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. So by 2, you should be over here. So you have some time after the turn to turn and then land here on 2. Now let me show the arms first, then we'll add the legs since the legs are simple. So your arms, I'm gonna show the wrist stuff later. You'll be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you know the song, it's like an pa shiwa, pa shiwa. It's on that part of the song, on there, which I believe the counts is on 1. You land here on 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So you stay 3 counts, 2, 3, 4, and then you switch for 1 count for 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me show you the hands. This is easier with the words, like the actual lyrics, since it goes on the lyrics. So be going 1, 2, which is when they say, if I show you first, it'll be like pa shiwa, pa shiwa. That's, I have 2 videos down there, the one with like the stage and everything. I think that's the one that does the pa shiwa, pa like all of them do it on pa, but then they add on the shiwa in there. But then the mirrored one just does pa shiwa, pa shiwa. So you can do whichever one you like. But the move, basically, your hands are going in on pa shiwa and then pa shiwa. So on the first part, they go in and then they shoot out on pa, and then you go shiwa, and then you close again, shoot out again on pa, and then shiwa. Shiwa, she goes in, wa comes out. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me try to explain it with counts for those who like counts. So that will be 1. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. You shoot your hands out again. 5, 6, 7, 8. The last one is more on the 7 and 8. I feel like it doesn't fall exactly on the count, at least for the 7 on there. But it's easy to do with the lyrics. So once you get used to the music, you can just follow them that way. So it'll be pa shiwa, pa shiwa, and then you repeat again. Now let me show the legs and the head, since those are also doing stuff. So we're over here. When we do 2, we pop our left leg out, and then our head always follows our leg. The leg won't change. So when your left leg is popped, you turn it towards the right, and then when you pop your right leg, you turn it towards the left. It's like that. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't even forget all the pa shiwa. As long as you do the first one, you're good. The shiwa, they just added it in there. So once you get used to it, you can add it in there. I think I forget it sometimes. So don't worry too much about this, as long as you get this movement here. But yeah. So the arms go in this way, and your head leans towards where your knees pointed. So the left knee is pointing inwards towards the right, so you lean your head to the right, then to the left, to the right, and you do that. Now let's try from the beginning. So from here, do the turn and then go into the pa shiwa part. 5, 6, we'll say 7, 8, 1. I may have said turn on 8, we'll turn on 1 instead, since the turn's pretty fast to get in there, but as long as you turn in where the music is. I may have written what count to do the turn in. If it's wrong, just don't follow me, follow the practice version. But yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's go on to the next count. We're doing the same thing since we just did 1. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna repeat the same thing. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this time it's mirrored because we started this way here and we just had to like turn it on here. But the move's essentially the same. There, so we can let's try everything again, and then we'll just add that it'll keep on going the same way, and then we'll finish off the intro since the intro is very short. So start from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now if you notice, with each count, I'm kind of like trying to do a mini up, down, up, down. It's like you're always moving during this part. Your legs are going up, down, down. I think it's hard to tell with the MMD since it's on a whole black background, but I can tell the legs are moving. I just can't tell what it is. So you can just try to tap with whichever leg is not bent. Okay, but let's continue on after this. All right, so the next part after we just finished Pashiwa. Yeah, it should be over here. Now I'm going to show the legs first. Actually, I'll show everything all together. It just happens this part's mostly legs. So let's explain the legs first. You'll be going towards the right side, and your legs are going to go right, left, right, left. So basically, you step out with your right, step to the front with your left to cross both legs, and you step out again and step to the back with your left. Hopefully that's not too confusing. The thing with this part, it's very fast. It's going to be on the 1 and 2 end. So in each end count, you'll be stepping around. Okay, now if we add in the hands and the legs, for this part, your hands aren't doing anything, they're just by your side. You're going to kind of lean forward. So you're going to be leaning forward slightly as you do this here. Instead of just being completely straight, you'll lean slightly forward. But yeah, be here, hands on your side, lean forward, and you'll go 1 and 2 and, sorry, wrong way. Yeah, make sure you always step forward since it gets confusing. Think if you mess up, you just keep going. The legs are very fast that probably no one will notice unless you like stumble around. But yeah, let's do this. So you go 1, sorry. So you go 1 and 2 and 3. You're gonna bring your hands by your shoulder. Go 3 and then 4, shoot them out on there. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And then it goes right away. Since you do 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Alright, so if right away might be a bit fast, we can even just skip a half count since you go 3, 4, and then just start with 5, and 6, and 7, and 8 on here. But let me explain all that. So we do 1 and 2 and 3. You can come, instead of leaning forward, you can come up a bit to do the 4 here. So this will be just your arms moving, your legs won't move. You're on 3, 4, and you'll go left, right to the front, left, right to the back, and then left. And then the next move is a kick out. So with counts, remember if you start left, you go, if you step to the front first, you keep on moving, and then usually just one front, one back, and the last one usually you do an extra step at the end just to be able to do the next move. So we finished 3, 4, with counts will be 5 and 6 and 7. 7 you'll be here, and then you're gonna go and 8. So the and 8, essentially, you hear 7, you stepped out with your left foot so that you can balance on it, and then hit out with your hands, and you lift up your right foot. The 7 and 8, and then it goes on to the next move here. On there. So hopefully not too bad. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, so let's try the whole 8 count, and then we'll do everything from the beginning with counts to there, and then finish up the whole thing, and then do the whole thing with counts. We're starting from, we just ended this way here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah. Now let's do it from the beginning. So facing to the back, hands by your side, and then do this prep thing here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Alright, now from here, to do 7 and 8, there's one count left of the intro. We go 7 and 8. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, we're here on 8. We're gonna land our right foot down, and then we're gonna sit on our right hip here. So do the 1, 2. So 1, 2, we're gonna touch our face here, and then 3, 4, we're gonna touch our face again. So we're touching our cheeks. It's like you're eating the most delicious ice cream, and it just like entered your mouth, and you're like, Alright, just don't make some stuff. But yeah, it's like you're really enjoying something on there. That's the kind of feeling or emotion you want to have on your face. If you care that much about emotions on you, you can close your eyes, smile, just copy the in there. But yeah, so you have 1, 2, sit on your right hip with your right hand on your cheek. 3, 4, you sit on your left hip and your left hand comes on your face. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically, your weight still stays on your left. Your hands here for your first part, your hands just move. They go 5, 6, and on 7, they point to like the top right, and you lean back onto your left leg, and you just point down that way. So your right hand is completely straight, and your left hand is like just by your rib area, and you point to there. And that's the end of the verse. So let's do that 8 count, and then we'll repeat everything with counts. Then if you want the music for this part, it's gonna be separate in a different video so that you can practice the music, keep rewinding multiple times, or practice multiple parts at once. But yeah, let's do from here. So we'll do 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We'll do that. So 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I counted too fast, hopefully. No, look at how I counted the 5 and 6 and. But now let's do from beginning now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's move on to the verse. Okay, now we're on to the first verse. Here, we just ended the intro like this, leaning back with our leg over here. Very uncomfortable position to be in. So we want to get out of this position. So we're here 5, 6, 7, 8. You're just gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4. So not necessarily run, but just walk towards the right. Here on 8, you're just gonna really walk 1, 2, 3, 4. And then by 4, you should be somewhere off on the right side of the room, or if you don't have space, you'll just be nearby, but just walk to the right. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Your arms are still up here, and then they drop. You can drop them on 4, but as you do the run 1, 2, 3, 4 here. As you do the run, you still have them up until you stop. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, 6, you're gonna kind of like lean forward as you're pointing at something. It's like you saw something and you're like, let's go over there or there. I forgot if the hand's straight. I don't think it matters too much, since this part is more of a performance part. So you can like even change up the moves if you don't like it. Change up some of the moves. But you're on 5, 6, and you're gonna go 7, 8. 7, 8, you're just hitting where your heart is twice. And I don't think there's no legs here for that part. But yeah. So not too hard. We can try counts again. Simple. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when you do 5, 6, you can just have your other hand down here, not just loosely hanging. I'm placing mine down here to just make it more clean there. But let's try that 8 count, and then we'll move on from there. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now from here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the pa, shiwa, pa, shiwa. But now this time, it makes sense. Since before, if you remember, we had same hand up being straight by a hip, by a shoulder, and then same leg being popped. Now, we're going to be starting this way. I don't know why the first one is different from the rest. In my opinion, they should all be the same. I went and watched, at least I was watching 2 different ones since I wanted to see more details with the animation. I think the mirrored one is good, but then I like some other one which adds more detail, like Karen's has more details in there. But both of them do the same thing. I don't know why this is in the choreo. But yeah, so I said the intro is the only different part. Every other time you'll be doing opposite leg, opposite hand. The head doesn't change, since I said to follow the foot. It always follows the foot. The 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this time you only do it for 1 count. And it's the same counts as the intro part. Yeah. So let's try those 2 counts and then we'll move on. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna run right back over to the other side. So you're gonna go again, 1, 2, 3, 4. The aim, like let's say if here is center, in my case, you're gonna just go a little bit past and then be over here. Or even you can, be slightly past center since you're gonna walk back into it. But yeah, you'll run 1, 2, 3, 4. Just have your hands by your side again. And then you're gonna do, I don't know what the move here is since it goes Monday. Monday's a sad day apparently. Here. I should not beginning of the week makes sense. So you do the 5, 6, and then 7, 8. She kind of looks dejected and just touches. One touches her face and then another one doesn't. So I don't know exactly what it is, but I like just the cup in the face and then just being like, you're so happy for Sunday on this side, but now Monday's come and you're like, gotta go back to work and be good citizens on here. No, being good citizens is fun. But yeah, so that move, a lot more up to you. I think the only part is the running has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go 5, 6, 7, 8. You just look at your hand. You can just have it here, look at it. You can have it here, lean towards it like this. Whichever one makes sense for you, you can do that. There'll be a 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna teach the next count and then we'll do the 2 counts together since this count's pretty simple. So you do 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna go 1. This is on the, actually no, on the 2. I keep forgetting, it's on the Pashiwapa, and the Pashiwa always happens on 2. So you'll be here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me break down the moves. On 2, you're gonna bring your hands out. You can have them palm up. Yeah, let's have them palm up on here, but I don't think it matters since you go pretty fast through this part. So your right leg's up and your arms are up here for 2, and then 3 you step back in, and at the same time you'll start spinning your hands in for 3, 4. So you have 3, 4 to do a spin and then land them on your shoulders again. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 you can also do like a tiny prep to get ready for the next move. So you do a tiny prep down and then you hit 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6 you use that time to milk, and then 7, 8 you go back towards center, and this hand kind of preps for the next move, which is in the pre-chorus. Yeah, the verse, I'll combine the verse and pre-chorus since they are pretty short, but I'll do counts for them separately. Just in the practice version, they'll be combined. But yeah, okay, so let's do that part. So starting from the running, do the dejected face, and then the pa, shi, wa, pa, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's try that whole second verse, and then we'll move on to the pre-chorus. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's move on to the pre-chorus. Alright, now we're on to the pre-chorus. So we just ended, how did we end the verse? pa, shiwa, pa, and then we walked this way with our hand prepped up here. So what we're going to do is, let me show the hands first. Your hand's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So first your right hand just comes down from here and then lands on your shoulder, right shoulder, and your left hand comes around, then lands on your left shoulder. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if you add the feet on 1, you can do a step with your right foot to just get your balance. 1, 2, and then on 3, when you land your hand on your shoulder, since it lands on 3, then stays on 4, your left heel will also land down. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, and then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. 5, 6, we can step with the left in. For 5, 6, and then 7, we land with the heel again. But on 8, we jump together. So we'll go 7, 8. Here, so we'll be very fast. Here, so let's repeat that 8 count and then we'll move on. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now for the next 8 count. On 1, 2. On 1, you just bring your hands here and then you don't do anything. But then you can also, if it takes a while, as long as you're here by 2, you're fine. So you do 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So basically, you bring up your right hand, and as you bring that up, you tilt your head towards your right hand. So it goes 3, and then 4, you bring up your left hand, and you tilt it towards the left. 3, 4. So far we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, we're going to step forward with the left leg, and at the same time we're just going to start spinning our hands. I don't think it matters if you do fist or open hand during this part, since the idea is to spin real fast. I'm doing like loose fists on here, so like not completely clenched, but fingers just in. So this would be 5, 6, and then 7, you come back to where you were, palms facing up, and just by your side, around like, again, chest level. Yeah. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's repeat that count. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now from here, the next count we're going to be doing, you're going to be leaning, be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically, the move is you bend down with your knees, bring your arm back. So it's basically bending down, bringing your arms back, and then trying to make sure your back is still straight or arched if you want. Having the nice arched back here and not just like all the way down like this. So you do here for 1, 2, and then you come upright, 3, 4. Hands can be closer to your head in terms of like the height. So yeah, do 1, 2, 3, 4, then you just repeat the same thing on the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then let's finish this off since the next count. We can do that, then we can review all the counts together. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna step to the right, no, left and right, and at the same time you'll be doing spins again with your hands. This time your hands are in fist doing the spins, and you're just spinning as fast as you can. So on 1, 2, you're gonna step towards your left side, and then 3, 4, step to your right. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And now 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna spin counterclockwise or towards your left. So you'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, do like a yatta pose or whatever pose you think this would relate to. And yeah, the spin, you can spin on one leg and then step onto the other one to do the pose, or you can do like steps into it. Doesn't matter too much, but yeah. So What was before the spin? Oh, it was just this. So let's repeat that 8 count, then we'll do everything so far all together. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now let's start from the beginning of this and do all this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we move on to the second half of the pre-chorus. This half is not too bad. Can be a bit tricky. So we just did 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna be taking tiny steps, doing this whole first 8 count here. So your legs are just moving tinily, and then we're gonna spin in place. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. You'll be just walking towards the left side, and then on 4 and. So on 4, you're gonna bring up your right leg, then have your fingers pointed towards you, and then on the end, you're gonna point your fingers out. So 4 and. So all together, so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and you're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8 and. Now this whole part, they're talking about dressing up in like costumes and dresses on there. So this whole part is like glittering. Look at how cute we are. We can go out and party all night on there. So you can think of that feeling during that part. But yeah, do 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. You're just spinning towards the back, and then you're gonna be end up facing on the right side for 7, and then 8 and. Now here, I don't know what the hands are doing exactly. It might be a clap, or it might be you making a silhouette of something, like silhouette of a dress maybe on here. But yeah, so that's the whole 8 count. So let's repeat that one more time, and then we'll go on. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and. Then you're gonna go 1, 2. You're gonna reset to look towards the front, and then 3, 4. On 3, you're gonna bring your other hand up. Look at it like you have a mirror on here, and then pretend like you're just like hitting your face. Like pretend you're applying powder to your face, but you're just doing it on one cheek on here. So do 3, 4, and then on 5, you're gonna jump out. So it's pretty fast. So you do 3, 4, and then 5, 6, and then jump up, legs kind of shoulder width, yeah, and then left arm's pointed straight up with the finger out. And you're here on 5, 6, and then just to get out of this pose, 7, you're gonna point to the front, and then 8, you're gonna point sideways. So it'll be 7, 8 here. So let's repeat that 8 count. So it'll be 1, 2, reset, and then we do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're gonna move on from here. We did 7, 8. For the next count, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be stepping around a lot. But before we get to the stepping, I'm gonna show the hands. Your hand, left hand can stay by your hip. Your right hand, instead, it's gonna go 1 and then spin 2, 3, 4. And then you'll have like those telephone symbol, phone symbol, like you're calling someone. So you spin 2, 3, 4, and then you spin 5, 6, 7, 8. So it says you have 4 and then 5, it doesn't move, and you spin 6, 7, 8, it lands down. And then that move repeats again one more time. It goes 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. So we have 1.5 counts of that. If we add in the feet, we just did okay. we're gonna have 1, we don't move. Your legs are gonna go right, left, right, left. So with counts, be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and. So your hand is more landing, can land on the 4 and the 4 and, but you pick up your legs on the and because of how fast it is. How fast it is over there. Let's repeat that 8 count and then we'll move on a bit forward after that. So we just did 7, 8. You just go 1, step, step, step up, and then step, step, step down, step, step, step up, and then you do a move right after. But yeah, let's do that part. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just to get out of this for 4 and, you're gonna go 5, place this leg down and then tilt your right leg to point your knee in, and then kind of also lean forward with your right shoulder forward, and you put your telephone hand by your chest. And what this hand's going to be doing is going to be going 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So we just tap in really fast like this, and then on 8 you just shoot up. And that will be the end of the pre-chorus. So what we're going to do is let's repeat that 8 count, and then we'll do half of the pre-chorus and then the whole pre-chorus. Oh, let's repeat those 2 8 counts since there's 2 of them. So starting from here, doing this whole thing, and then you do some taps, and then you point up. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now let's do from the halfway here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay. Now from the beginning, and also if you guys want to just keep practicing the part, you can always rewind and then keep doing that. But yeah, let's start from the beginning of it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Alright, congrats. Finishing this up. We're gonna move on to the chorus. Alright, welcome back everyone. We are now at the first chorus of the song. So we just ended the pre-chorus. We ended over here. You might have wondered why we ended here. Mostly just because there's some moves that happen before each of the choruses that would be nice to get used to, just going into that move and then going into the chorus right away. So yeah, we're gonna be here. We ended here at 8. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we don't do anything. On 6, 7, you're gonna take your right hand and then hit your elbow down like there's a table in front of you. You just elbow it down. And the table is slightly lower, so you gotta bend at least your right knee. If you bend it inwards, it helps you be able to reach down more. So this will be on 6, 7, and then 8, there's nothing. Yeah. So that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on 1, that's when the chorus starts on here. So on 1, you're gonna just, hands will be like this for the first 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it does stuff after. Not while it's like this. But yeah, for the legs, we hear 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna start by jumping on your left leg. So you're gonna go 1, you jump on your left leg and you lift your right leg. Then you jump again on your left leg and you kick out your right leg. So that's 1, 2. And then we switch again here. Now we jump onto our right and we pick up our left for 3. And then 4, we kick out. Then 5, we come together. So all together, just the legs would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And now if we add the hands are just staying like this the whole time. So yeah, they're just staying like this the whole time. Hands can be, you can either have it all the way up here, around here. I've seen different MMDs of it and they vary around. I kind of like it up here since later on you can be like a big star, cover a lot of surface area here. So I kind of do it like just a bit above the head here instead of all the way up. So yeah, let's try it with the hands, just stretch out this way in a Y shape. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So after you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you jump in with your legs and your hands are gonna go 5, 6. So you're gonna draw 2 circles, both hands going inwards and then outwards, and you can bend your legs a bit to make it more playful, kinda, yeah, more playful. We'll do 5, 6, and then on 7, you gotta just jump out and stay here until 8. It's just 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try that whole count before we go on. Shouldn't be too bad. Mostly just a lot of jumping. That's what it is. But let's try that whole count and then add this part here. So actually let's start from here and then do the 5, 6, 7, 8 and then do the count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now from here, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. On 1, I'm going to show the hands first. Your hands are just going to go up, 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 up. So basically your right hand, on each one it's going 1. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So they're alternating on the and you're starting with your right hand. And your hands are in pointing positions and you're just pointing up. Then you do that for 1, 2, 3. So for 3 counts, you do 1, 2, 3. Since 4 there's something else, which we can get into after. Now if we add the legs, your legs are just doing, I forget what this move is called, but you're basically jumping onto your left leg, and at the same time as you jump on your left leg, you just pick up your right leg a bit here. It'll be 1, 2, 3. You don't have to pick it up as much like when you're doing hip hop. You just gotta pick it up slightly off the ground at least by this much, then you'll be good. So let's try all that together and then we'll add the next count. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now after you do 1, 2, 3, on 4, your hands are gonna come to your side. Your body is still, like as you're doing this, your body is facing to the right side during this whole part. So your hands will come face to the front, but your body stays facing to the right side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And as your hands come to the front, you switch the leg that you are balancing on. So before we're doing right, 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 we go on our left leg and we pick up Now we go on our right leg and we pick up our left leg here for 4, which prepares us for the next move here. So we're here 4. On 5, 6, 7, you're gonna place down your left leg, and that initiates a hip roll going. Since I'm facing this way, it looks like I'm going behind and then coming back to center. So that's 5, 6. So you have 3 counts to do 5, 6, 7. So by 7, you should be facing the front here. And let me finish off the move. So we're in 5, 6, 7. Your hands are gonna come into a fist on 7, and then you can slightly go down to make the and more impactful instead of just doing hands by themselves. You're on 7, and on and you either just come up, your hands do stuff out here. There's been different things that I've seen. Some I've seen just going pointing on here. Others I've seen making like a flower, or for those who take pictures, this whatever this pose is, and that one makes this one. So you can fill out the song and then pick whatever pose you want. I will be just opening my hands out. So like it'll be together on 7 and on and I'm gonna open them to the front or outside to like make it like a flower blooming. Here, 7 and 8. But you guys can pick whatever motion you want to do, or even if you want to just leave your hands like this or prepare for the next move, which is all this. That's all up to you. You can do all that. Let's try that part with counts and then go on a bit more before we combine everything. So starting from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 7 and 8. I may forget to say the and, but in the song, I also forgot the lyrics. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's on 7 and 8. We'll try to count that next time, but for now, let's keep on going. So after you do 7 and 8, on 1, your hands are gonna go back into a pointing motion, and then you're just gonna spin them 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, they're just spinning clockwise, and they're following each other. So they're not like lagging behind like this. They're all spinning in the same position. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can keep your elbows tucked in here since the spin doesn't have to be this big. It's pretty fast, so you can just keep that tucked so that you focus on just moving your whatever this part of the body is called. I forget. This is elbow, this is forearm. Focus on your forearm here, but yeah. So let's add the legs. Your legs are pretty simple. It's more jumping. You're just gonna be on your left foot, and throughout the whole time you're just jumping as you face to the right side, and your hands will be in front of you here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now to get out of this position on 5, you're gonna step back and do a no symbol as you're leaning forward a bit. So you're just leaning forward here, and then you'll be going around 5, 6. You're just coming from here and then making a circle to turn from left to right. Yeah, so 5, 6, and then you're gonna go 7. You're gonna do a prep with your hands to get ready so that you don't miss the 8. So 7, you're just prepping and slowly getting ready to step on your right foot, so that on 8, you do a victory pose and you extend your right arm, and you have your left arm by your chest. Yeah. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and you also pick up your left leg nice and high. If you guys have flexible feet, you can do the ballet thing where you flex your toes, but it doesn't matter too much. Alright, let's try that 8 count. And then there's one more count I'm gonna add, and then we'll try everything together. So starting from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and now from here, when you do 7, 8, on 1, you're just gonna drop your left leg, and then you're gonna go 2 and. So you drop your left leg on 1, 2, you pick up your right leg, and you kind of lean forward a bit as you put your weight onto your left. And at the same time as you're leaning forward, your hands come and hit your cheeks 2 times, 2 and. So that's 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3. You step with your right foot here, and then 4, you pick up your left foot and you hit your cheek once. So the first time you hit your cheeks is 2 times, which is 2 and 3, 4, just hit it once. So let's try that one more time. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4. On 5, you're gonna step together. You have 5, 6 to kind of step together, and then you can put your arms by your hips here. And then 5, 6, and then 7, you're gonna pick up your hand, go 7, 8, and you just point forward. You can point whichever way you like. I think the first time they do it, I've noticed a consistency where the first one is just a point, and then they repeat this chorus again at the end where she leans more into it. But I think you can like do both, or you can just be pointing, like do your own symbol. But all of them I've seen, they've been pointing. It's just some have leaned forward, some haven't. Yeah. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6 to reset, then 7, 8 to point. Let's try that whole 8 count. Yeah, that whole 8 count. So to here and then do all this. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if you feel like you have a lot of time for 5, 6, you can use 5, 6 to kind of bend down, and then 7, 8 to prep and then come down. So you can do 5, 6. That feels weird. With how fast the song is, you'll be kind of like going pretty fast, since you can be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it might be better to point at 7 instead of at 8. So when I do that instead, so after you do 5, 6, bend down, and then 7, you point, and then 8, you can reset. So let's try that 8 count one more time and then go on. And then we'll do everything from the beginning actually, of the chorus. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pointed on 8. Alright. 5, 6, bend down, and then when you feel like you need to point, you point. Yeah. But yeah, let's start from the beginning of the chorus. So from up here, doing this, and then we'll go on and do a few more counts and then practice from there. Then finish up and then combine everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's continue from there. The next 8 count is the same as the first 8 count we did this. So that will still be, You did 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the first 4 counts are also the same. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. You pick up your leg, but now instead of placing your hands on beside you, instead you're gonna point to the front or the audience on here, and you're just gonna point to them. Here, 3, 4, and then you'll still do the 5, 6, 7, 8. So that part hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed is the motion. Instead of this, you're doing this, but we're still doing 7, 8. This one, I just don't do anything with my hands. I keep them by my cheek area, and they just look cute in the middle of the song. But yeah, so let's try those 2 8 counts, and then we'll go on to finish up the chorus. So starting from the second time we do this. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 and 8. So I keep forgetting to do the and count. Hopefully you're not getting too confused, or you guys are remembering. But yeah, let's go on from here. Did 7 and 8. On 1, keep your hands by you, and you're just going to be pretending you're swimming a fish during this whole part until I think the 7 count. Yeah, you're just swimming a fish in front of you. So that's what your hands are going to be doing. You're going to be bent down slightly forward, and you're going to spin counterclockwise, but you have a lot of time, so you're going to be like doing the spin this way here. So that's going to be for how many counts? 7 counts. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should be back to facing the front here. Since on 7, you're just going to take your hand and sleep on it, and then just balance yourself on the left foot here for 7. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. So you're here for 7, 8. And then on 1, you can stand together, and there's some moves that happen here. Yeah, that part's not too hard, so I'm gonna keep going here so that we're not spending too much time. Easy parts. So after you do 5, 6, 7, 8, on 1, you're gonna point. You're gonna basically right hand goes on your cheek, left hand points out, and you're gonna be slightly bent down with your knees, and your knees are pointed in the opposite direction. So your hands pointing to the right, knees are pointing to the left. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and then 3, 4. You switch. So now your hands switch. So you have your left hand on your cheek, right hand's pointing, and your knees are facing opposite your hand. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We jump together for 5, 6, and then 7, 8. We just take our head, hit it to the right side, and then come back. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's try that 8 count, and then now we'll keep on going. Yeah, after that 8 count. So starting from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Another thing you can add is as you point, you can look to where you're pointing instead of just the front. Like if you're performing this at an audience, you can just pick some random person on the left side to point to, some random person on the right side, then you go back to center, and you just look to where you're pointing. Yeah. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8. On 1, we're gonna jump out here. Yeah, 1, we're gonna jump out, and our hands, our feet are not gonna move for this whole count. Hands are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. They should be up here, and on 5, they connect to form another fish. Now this fish, you can pick and choose. You can either have your hands together. I think in Karen's recording, of the stage thing, the hands are only connected by the tips, or the tips of the fingers. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Just connect them on the fingertips here. And that's what your hands are doing, and you're just getting ready for the next part. So I'm going to show the next part, and then we can do those 2 counts together. So here on 5, 6, 7, 8, hand slowly comes down until it's around belly level. You're going to go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So basically it's like your fish is like trying to leave, and as you go in, during the 1 and you can just wave it around as many times as you want. You go 1 and 2. I end up going like right, left, right, so that it matches the 2, and I can go that way right away. And then 3 and 4. So it's pretty fast. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. So your 5 and 6 and your fish is still going around this way. And 7, it should be by your head. So on 8, you explode and you land back here with your hands by your side this way. Your body is slightly now facing to the left to prep for the next move out here, which we're going to go over in a bit. But let's start from when we put our hands together and then do the whole fish thing one more time. And then I'm going to finish up this part, since this part's going to be familiar. So we're here 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1. For the next 8 count, actually not, let me combine everything from the second half of the chorus, so the second time we did this, all the way to there, and I'll finish all this, since this one's almost a repeat of the first part, and then combine all stuff. So we're gonna start from here, just go through it with counts. The second time we do it, so not after this, but the second time we're here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1. Okay. Sorry, I blanked out for a second. After doing this one, I was like, where am I? What part of the song are we on? Okay. But yeah, let's go on from here. Also, another tip, you can lean forward a bit to kind of look like you're a kid playing with the fish. Instead of just up here, you can be a bit forward, be like, yay, look at me, fish, go. And then as you start bringing it up, you can start straightening it up. But we did 7, 8, 1, we land. And then we're going to be just running towards the left side. So we're going to, hands are not going to move. Your feet, we're going to start with the left leg. So after we land 1, we're going to go on 2. We're going to start with that leg first. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. You place this leg back down on 1. So that whole part's just running on there. So hopefully it's not too bad. Let's do that one more time and then we'll just go on from there, since a bunch of repeats happen. So you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. You're here. On 2, you're gonna take your hands, don't switch the leg, that's the confusing part. You're gonna keep your right leg popped here, and then you're gonna do the pa shiwa pa shiwa that we did in the first verse. So that's, we're here on 1, and then this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That whole part is on the pa shiwa pa shiwa. It's just we're not doing it twice. The first time we're just running. So yeah. For you, that makes sense. So this part is not any different from how we did it in the verse 1, since the beginning had separate different hands here. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're still gonna go 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Remember the first time we did this in the first chorus, we went right and then left. This time we're gonna go left and then left. No, right and then right. So we're gonna keep going right. So we did just 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and then instead of going the other way. So let's do, the legs are still the same here. So nothing changed here with the legs, or whichever leg steps out first, which is usually your outer leg or the leg that you're stepping with in the direction to. You step out with that leg first and then just cross forward, step out backwards for the first time, and then the second time you do an extra step to just finish off. But yeah, let's try that 8 count again. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Sorry, there's a wall here. I'm gonna move over here. So do 7 and 8. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now it's just switched since last time we started this way. But since we are leaning over to the right side, it makes sense to step with the left leg and then we start with that one. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. And then take your arms from somewhere around the right area and then bring them up here to point towards the up. So on 5, 6, and then on 7, 8, you realize you're going the wrong way. So you reverse and you point that way, and that's when you pick up your left leg. Yeah. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's the chorus there. So yeah, we can repeat that last 8 count and then we'll do the whole chorus together with counts. Okay? So we're gonna start from here. Remember. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Alright. Now let's move on to the second verse, which is nice and short. And then we go into the pre-chorus of the second chorus, and then the ending. Let's go! Okay, so we just finished up the verse. No, not the verse, the chorus. We're on to the second verse on here. And you notice this song, all the verses are pretty short compared to other songs. But yeah, so we ended here on 7, 8. We're gonna do a similar thing we did with the first verse. We're gonna run for 1, 2, 3, 4. So the current time we're like off, way off to the side, and then we're just running back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here, your arms are gonna be going 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So it's just gonna do a chicken pose. Now, what your legs should be doing, notice when I practice, my legs don't wanna do this. You're just gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So basically, you here on 4, 5, you take your right leg and you bring it to the front for 5, and then 6. So you do like 5, and then you, let me explain this move, what I'm doing. Is it the Charleston? I don't think it's the, might be a definition of the Charleston. Since the Charleston, you pick up your foot on here, but this one you may not need to. So we're here on 4, and we take our leg that we're moving and we take the heel out. So our heel points to the outside, and then on 5 it lands in front of us with the heel pointing inwards. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. We just land with that foot, and then we switch and we do the other foot here and 5 and 6, and then we do and 7. We switch the foot since now our left foot's at the front and we want to make it slightly different. So we take the left foot and we do the same thing. Takes the heel pointed towards the out, bring it to the back, here on 7, and on and 8, you're going to bring it to the front and do the same heel out in thing, and then we do and 1 to have a right leg to the front, since that becomes important for the next part. Here. Hopefully that explanation wasn't too confusing for people who haven't done this move. Here, you can keep your feet on the ground. Another version has you like picking up the leg here, but then the sound is pretty fast that it's hard to like pick up your leg. So if we do it with counts, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1 here. So it's like very, very fast. One habit of mine that I should fix is counting actual speed in the tutorial explanation, so that when you go into practice, you're not just surprised right away. But yeah, let's just try that 8 count, and then we'll move on. After it gets easy. Like the verse is, this is the hardest part of the verse, then you're back to the easy part. So here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1. Okay, and now from here, after you do and 1, we're gonna go back to the nice same thing we've been doing. We don't have time to bring this leg to be normal, so we're just gonna pop our right leg in front of our left leg instead of the way we've been doing it, where you can kind of see the left leg still here. But since it's kind of right in front, we can just do it this way. So we still do the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. We fix the stuff. So the same thing we've been doing here. Hopefully I'm doing the arms right. Well, that's 1. So we land here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This bouncing is weird. Okay. But here on 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna take your hand, no, you're gonna take your leg and take your right leg, step back. You're gonna drop this hand, and as you step back, you're just drawing a circle with your right hand for your 1, 2, 3, 4. You draw a circle with your right hand, and your left hand just slowly comes to your hip here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, you prep your hip out for 5, and then 6, you sit down, 7, 8. So pretty easy. You just right hand stays up here, 5 you prep, and then on 6 you sit, and then on 8 you sit. Yeah. So the motion is pretty much your hips, and then to help your hips, your leg also turns to do the sit-in motion here. Your left leg turns from inwards to outwards, inwards, outwards. So yeah, let's do that 8 count and then finish up the last count of the verse, and then just do everything together before we go into the pre-chorus, which is mostly the same. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now after you have to do 5, 6, 7, 8, on 1, you're going to do a quick jump here, and then you can start dropping this hand to get ready. Here, 1, jump with your legs together, and then 2, you're going to kick out your right leg, and your hands are going to come out here. So if you remember the first time we did it, we were facing towards like left 45, but now we're facing directly in front of us. So you do this on 2, kick out here on 2, and then we do 3, 4. A hand spin around here for 3, 4. And then on 5, place your left hand by your hip, and your right hand's gonna hit up this way. And at the same time, you're gonna jump as you pick up your legs. So your legs are being picked up towards it. It's like you're making a C with this hand and your legs, a backward C. Like, woo! Here. You're not jumping too high, you're just picking up your legs here. So, let us, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8 does the pre-chorus stuff here to prep for the pre-chorus stuff. Okay, so let's do that 8 count and then let's do the whole verse and then we'll do the pre-chorus. Yeah. So the 8 count was, we'll start from, what was the 8 count before this? My brain forgot, so we're gonna just start from 1. Here, it will remember as we do the full thing. So here we're 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start to count the jumps slowly. That jump, if you know the song, happens in the woo, or whatever she says there. Yeah, let's try that whole verse. So start it all the way from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry again for my weird counting. But yeah, let's move on to the second pre-chorus into the chorus. Alright, so now we're on to the chorus. This one is pretty much almost the same as the first verse, just a few different poses which will go over it. But yeah, I think the first 8 count is the same, so starting from here, this whole thing is the same. Yeah. So the counts, for those who haven't done the first pre-chorus, you can go there and do it just to know the counts or the moves, but I will just review the counts right now. So here 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here there's some changes. Here on 1, 2 is the same. 3, 4 you can keep the same thing, but I was watching more videos as I was making my way here, and some of them do this, and then there was one that did finger pointed up, which is weird. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this way, but don't be surprised if I switch midway, since it doesn't matter too much. So here 1, 2, we do 3, 4, the head stuff, and then we're still gonna step forward on 5, but instead of our hands spinning, they're gonna be hitting a drum here. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that's the only new part until the let's go, and then there's different poses there. So we can try again from the beginning of this part. I'll just go with counts and then add this here and then do the whole thing all the way until here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that whole part's the same. Here for the next count, the walking is the same. I think even the same leg and the same bending, like how your body bends the same. The hands change slightly. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna, some of them still do this. It didn't make sense since they changed some stuff. I think the lyrics here this time, like the last time we were talking about costumes and dresses with miniskirts, Here they're talking about colorful dresses and sleeveless. So this might be the colorful part here, where your hands just swing out this way and you're like, wow, look at that flow out here. And your leg sort of picks up. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do it this way, have your head slightly bent that way. Here on 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're still gonna do 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't have the 7 and here, and here we don't have the 4 and. So we can do just 4 and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, all right. Let's try that count again, and then we'll go on forward. So start from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then 1, 2. You again recenter yourself. Here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Your right hand doesn't change. Your left hand first time was just by you looking at a hand mirror. Now this time you took a mirror farther away and just turned it the other way to shine the light. Or no, you got a stage light on you and it's just shining on your face and you're trying to block it. So it's gonna be 3, 4, and then this part still is 5, 6, 7, 8. So that part hasn't changed. So you do 5, 6, and then 7, 8. And then for this next part, the hand movements haven't changed. What the hand is doing has changed. So I'm gonna go over the next 8 count, and then I'm gonna do both of them together and then just explain the last one and combine everything. So here, you remember after 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now last time we had a fold here, but here I think she goes kira kira, if I'm wrong. No, if I'm correct, not if I'm wrong, but which is sparkle. So instead she shakes her hand to show the sparkle. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and you hear, and then you do the 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't do anything again. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do the sparkles. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. We reset. I'll explain that later. Actually, no, let me explain that right now. So here, 5, 6. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. We're just here. On 8. We're gonna jump backwards, facing to the. If you're looking to the back, it's the back left, but if looking to the forward, it's the back right. But this corner in the back, and you're just hands are like this, heads kind of up high. It's like you're upset about something here, and you're just like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not gonna even look at you on here. But yeah, and we'll end there. And then do the same thing we did the first one, just start the chorus from there. But let's go from here, review just that section with counts, and then we'll go from the beginning of the pre-chorus and then continue from there. So I'm gonna end here with a sleeveless dress thing. But yeah, we're here on 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and now let us move on to the second chorus. And then we're pretty much almost done with the choreo since we just have a bridge part. And then we'll have an ending part. But yeah, let's go on to the second chorus. Alright, now we're on to the second chorus. Almost the same as the first chorus, just some new stuff here and there. So we're gonna go from where we left off with ourselves looking back here. We're here for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just looking back. And then on 5, you're just gonna turn your head to face the front. You turn your head, do a smile here. Here on 5, 6. And then 7, 8, you jump to the front and like hit something real quick. Here. You hear like dun, 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 or some sound's gonna happen in the song. That's what we're aiming for to hit on 7, 8, and then we jump into the chorus. So let's try that again, and then we'll move on to the chorus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now the chorus, everything's almost the same. I think the only thing that changed in the first half is how it ends, and the second half was a new thing, but it's almost the same. So I'm gonna go over the counts, and then I'm gonna stop where the new part is. And also, if you haven't learned the chorus before, you can either try and follow along with the counts, but if you need the explanation, you can just go to the first chorus and then just go through there and watch through that here. But yeah, we did 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna start from there. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now here's the new part I was talking about. After you do 1, 2, and 3, 4, you're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically, 5, you land your leg, and your hip is gonna go to the left side. So you're gonna go left and then right. Your hands are over here, kinda, I'm gonna say like you're holding plates, but instead of holding with your palm, you're flexing your fingers here, and they're gonna go up and up. They're kind of like shaking here. So as you bring your left hip up, you bring your left hand up, and then right hip, you bring your right hand up. So you go, na, na, na. And if you're an anime character, she does, actually no one here is an anime character. Unless we got some VTubers watching us. You can do like a wink on there. No, VTubers are an anime characters. They're real people. They're part of society right here. But you can add facial expressions here. So that's part of performing. You can go watch like the videos I link down below, and you'll see what I mean. Since they do a wink here, you can do like 2 winks, like da da da, and then you go on to the next spot. So I'm gonna go through that count one more time, and then I'll continue on after finishing that count to the next new part, since it's not too far. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Alright, here's the next new part. Here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Remember how the last time we switched our leg? This time you can either stay here for 3, or you can do an extra one. Doesn't really matter, since we need to keep the right leg up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not doing anything. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically on 5, we step down with our right leg, and that initiates your hands spinning around and get into this position where your left is completely straight and your right's just pointed up here. And on 7, you kind of tap with your foot, and you also hit your hands like you're locking them in place. So that's 7 and 8. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you can stay looking forward during this part. Okay, that's the only new part. I think from here, there's another new part near the end of this, which isn't too bad. But yeah, we'll go over that and then go on till the end, and then I'll stop like here, since the end's kind of like a bridge thing, so I'll stop at this move here. And then I don't think I need to go over the whole thing with counts, since we already taught it, so it might be better to just do the music to just get used to it here. But yeah, let's do from here into this, and then keep going into the fish, and then the points here and that. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why not? Let's do the whole second chorus just to keep it consistent, and then we'll move on to the bridge and ending, since the ending is pretty much almost the same as the chorus and the beginning. But yeah, let's do the whole chorus one more time, so starting from here all the way to the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now we're on the last stretch of the song, bridge, and then ending, and you're done. Okay, so let's get right to that. All right, so now we're on to the bridge and ending of the song. We just ended here 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're gonna do a similar thing that we did in the first one. So after you do 7, 8, you're gonna jump 1, 2. So your legs are not gonna move for 2 counts. Your hands are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you should hear singing. You can get here by 4, 5, 6. Should be around here, then 7, 8. Your hands cross again. But they're just slowly going in a circle, separating, and then we go into the bridge part, since the song starts getting a bit slower there. So after you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to cross your hands to prep. Your hands are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. So this will be easier to explain with the feet. For the next, this whole bridge part, before it gets into a mini dance break part, your legs are going to just be moving like this here. So every time you move, you'll be just moving with your legs this way here. There's some spins in there, which we'll get to. So just remember that. So we're here, we're here. So 7, 8. On 1, you just step in here. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're stepping towards the right, but you're facing the left. You have 5, 6, and you do 7, 8. So you just bend your legs down and then come up here, 7, 8. And so I had the slide open, should be pointed. So both fingers are pointing. One's pointing to the left, the other one's pointing up. It doesn't have to be like straight up. It can be slightly angled up. So it's on 7, 8. Then I'm gonna show the next count, and then we'll do both together. So after you do 7, 8, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the second time, you're just crossing your hands together. So here, just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Between 4 and 6, your hands should be crossed here. It's not super strict, but if you're with people, you guys can decide when it seems the right time to cross, so you guys can just follow when I cross. I think I get here by 4 or 6, whichever one. But yeah, let's try that 8 count again. So I'm gonna go 5, 6, I'm gonna go 7, 8, and then go into it. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now for the next part, I can't figure out exactly what the hands are doing, but the general gist of it, your hands are still, oh, actually, sorry about that. When you do this, your hands are also still in fingers, so they stay pointed the whole time. Here. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your hands are just doing a conductor thing. You're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can keep doing your hands this way, bring them up, bring them down. Whichever one feels more comfortable to you. And now at the same time, you hear 5, 6, 7, 8. You just turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be facing this way by 4 or by 6. You have 4, 5, 6, and you do 7, 8. But yeah, not too bad. We can repeat that one more time, and then we'll go right into the mini dance break here. So just did 7, 8. So that's where we started from. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Think you may have seen me do this once. Your hand's this is gonna drop to your left hand's gonna drop to your hip. Your right hand's gonna come below and point up. And that's on 7, 8. You point up, and at the same time you pick up your left foot. You have 7, 8. So you have 7, 8, and then 1, you just jump into the next move here. So now let us finish this part, since the thing about this first part, it's not too bad. So combining it with everything else shouldn't be too hard. If it is, just complain to me in the comments, and we'll keep that in mind for like future stuff on there. But yeah, so let's just continue from here. So after you do 7, 8, there's a whole dance break thing. So the video I followed kind of does 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, you do the chicken arms things again. You can, couple of videos I've seen, they kind of either put their hands here and then this one stays open a bit. But you can do like a motion there. It's not too strict as long as it's this way, here, and then you open your arms here. And at the same time as you do this, you pop your left foot out. If you're 1, 2, and then 3, 4, you pop your right foot. And then on 5, 6, 7, 8, your hands are going to switch to pointing, and you're going to go 5, only your hand moves, and then 6, you're going to point with your other hand, and then you're going to move your leg at the same time. So it's going to go 5, hand moves, only hand moves, and then 6. Now hand and leg moves together, so it goes 6, 7, 8. Might get a bit weird to get used to, but that is how it is. So let's go over that count one more time, and then we move on from there. So starting from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this whole part, you can be as happy as you need to be to make it look nice and cool. Since this part is where the dance break just picks up. So you do 5, 6, 7, 8. On 1, you're gonna jump together and kind of like you notice something over there on the right side. Whoa, what is it? This is on 1, 2, and then 3, 4, you kind of jump into a chicken pose, and you do this again. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's a part in the song that goes, yo, yo, yeah. I should eventually learn the lyrics. I only do this for like K-pop songs. But the way I learned turns, I forget. I don't know. If I'm performing it, if I do like a separate video, I'll like learn the lyrics. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4. Your hands are gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think your legs don't move until the last one. So your hands just pretty much, if you are here, your left hand comes up and out. So the fists or the palms facing up and your hands in the fist, and your right hand's facing down. So it goes 5, 6, you switch them around here. So it goes 5, 6, 7, 8. And on 7, 8, you also pick up your foot and you just balance on your left leg. So yeah, doing this part, it's pretty fast. You don't only pick up your foot on the last one, which is good. So let's try that 8 count again. So starting from here, this, dying, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now to get out of this, you're here for 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. You just do one wave. This part is a lot of balance. Just gotta make sure when you're on this leg, doing everything to make sure you can stand on it. I'm like bending my leg a little so I'm not like all the way straight since I'm gonna fall over. I bend my knee a little so I can have more balance and control. And here on 7, 8, we're gonna take our arms around for 1, 2, and at the same time, our right leg goes from being behind us and then goes in front of us for 1, 2, and then it lands on 3, and our arms do like a wave. The proper way to do the wave is you start from your shoulder and then it goes through your arms. Hopefully I'm doing it right. And then you can add a bit of shoulder there. Oh, you start from your elbow into your arm. This is not your shoulder, this is your elbow, this is your shoulder. So here you have 1, 2, and then you do 3, 4. So hopefully this part, the tricky part, is just balancing before you land with your right leg. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 we just turn around, and then 7, 8 we jump together. So 5, 6 turn around, 7, 8 jump together with your arms by your hip. And we're almost done this part here. So let us do that one more time. So starting from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like just to help you reset. And then during this part, the counts are weird, but she goes mecha, 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 psycho. Psycho? Yeah, psycho. Psycho, amazing. Whatever the Japanese word for amazing is, that's what she say. And so the counts are slightly off, so I'll be saying that instead. You can go listen to the music and you'll know exactly where it is since there's no other lyrics. So you'll be going mecha. Basically, your hands over here, you're gonna take them, they're gonna swing, 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 up. How many matches are there? Mecha, 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 psycho. So there's like a couple of measures there. I think 4 measures or 5. What are those? But each of them, you're gonna swing your arm, and as you swing, you pick up the other leg. So when we're swinging to the right, we pick up a left leg. Swinging to the left, we pick up a right leg. So all together, that part will be just mecha, 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 psycho. And this is the same pose we've been doing this whole time. So do psycho, and then we land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're on 5, 6, 7, 8. You hear like there's a sound there, a robotic sound. In one of them, she just blinks. So I've been blinking both eyes during that part. You're 5, 6, and you're 7, 8. And then let me finish this up. Do 5, 6, 7, 8. Then there's okay, 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 which I think it's 1, 2, 3. Hopefully. I might be wrong, we'll see. But the good thing about this last part, it's on the counts, now on the words. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. It goes back into the chorus. Oh, that was the whole bridge. Let's go through it from when we finished it. Let's go from here, this whole part, and then we'll do the whole bridge together, and then I'll just run through the ending. The ending is the same as the first chorus. Yeah, the ending is pretty much the same as the first chorus until like the very end there. So yeah, we'll start from after we did this, and then we jumped into this part. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Measure, 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 cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll hear the teeny in there, but those moves are the same. They're on words, and I got used to them with words. And then this spin, after you do cycle, you do like 2 full spins. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should be by your head. But yeah, let's try it from all the way from the beginning of the bridge, and then we'll go do the ending real quick. Then we'll be done. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Measure, cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's finish up with the ending. Yeah. So now we're at the ending of the song. Here, we just did 5, 6, 7, 8. Everything is exactly the same as the first chorus. I think the only part was when I was explaining this part here. This is when they do the lean forward. But everything is the exact same until the pa shiwa. There's one new thing, and then the last part is a new thing. So I'll go over all the counts for everything, and then go and explain the ending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is where the new part starts, the legs. You're still running during that whole time, but then we're just gonna add on 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, we're just gonna start clapping 5, 6, 7, 8. So your arms are just gonna go up, down, up, down. I don't think it matters which one you start with, as long as you're doing up, down, up, down. And yeah, that's the only new part. And then we go into this, which is the same until we get to the ooh. This part changes a bit. So I'll start from the jump again and just go through those counts and add this here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Then you do 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is the new part here. It's not too new. We did 5, 6, 7, 8. Our hips are still going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of putting our hands by a chick, we're going to do 1, 2. We're going to point to the left side here, and then 3, 4 point to the right side. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, we start a roll up that way, and then we point out here. Do 5, 6, 7, 8 here, and then to finish it off, to do 7, 8 on 1, you're gonna hop and land this way with your hands behind you, kind of lean forward. I don't know what pose to explain this as, but yeah, you're like this. You're like Superman, but your hands are like this. So do 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. And that's the end of the song. And then usually she does a wave here, so you can add that in there. But yeah, that will be the end of the song. Congratulations on making it this far. You're done. So I'm gonna go through the last count we just did with the jump, and I think you guys should be fine with the practice from there, so I can end there. You'll be good. So let's start from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can give yourself more time, since we do 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do like spin and then be landed on 3, since you can do 1 hop and then you land this way, or you can do a big hop on there. But yeah, congrats, did it. And we can end. Thank you all for coming and dancing with me. Hopefully it was fun, even though it's tiring. If you do it the way I do it and just unleash energy everywhere doing this whole part. But yeah, the next tutorial will be Romeo and Cinderella. Should be a nice different change of pace. This song is more not cute, but more sexy kinda moves. Pretty fast, I would say more intermediate level, but hopefully we'll all have fun. So look forward for that on there. And yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta record the whole practice stuff in the mirror so you guys can practice. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave you all trying to go and click that video. You can go check out the other tutorials. There's a lot of fun ones in there. Or if you're not a tutorial person, you can just watch me dance. That'll be all good. But yeah, I am gonna head off. Thank you all again for dancing with me, and I hope that you guys come back for another dance tutorial. Come back again to dance. Alright? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna see you all later. Bye bye. See ya. Bye.